Hey, what's up, Jordan? How's it going, man? Luckily, I have better do today. What? What? I have better do today than watch your stream. Sorry, what? What does that mean? I have better do today. You mean you have better things to do today? Is that what you're trying to say? Better things to do? Oh, alright. That's not what I wanted to click, but okay. Play this game on my phone? Oh, really? You a new player, Jordan? Sadly, my exams are getting closer. Bye. Oh, alright. Hey, you know what? Still appreciate you stopping by, Ali. Take care, man. Good luck with your exam. How long you been playing this game, Jordan? I'm a nothing new player. Sorry. What do you mean? Are you saying you're not a new player? Hey, what's up, Mr. J? For me, nothing much. Just weeklies. Well, actually, you know what? That's a lie. I have a lot to do today, actually. Of course, there's the usual weeklies. But I also have the event to do. Still have to do it on my main account. There is what's her name? Yumemizuki Mizuki's story quest. In fact, I'm not even sure if I could do it today. RJ with the bait again. Okay, wait. Hang on, let me explain first. Before, well, I mean, I can't say before anymore. Somebody already called me out on it. I really am curious, like, as to what this thing is. I have not touched it at all. Like, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. It's just rewards, and then this thing, and, like, no way to find wherever they are. Ryu says, to witness anecdotes, aka listen to people yap. Wait. People are shown on the map? What? What people? What the? Uh, huh. Have those always been there? um, well, I swear those weren't there yesterday and the day before and the last couple of weeks. Oh, sorry, the last week or so. They were 100%. Okay, well, I don't look at the map. Okay, I look at it's like when you're driving and say I don't know like yeah like you're not exactly sure where like how to go where you want to go, right? Obviously you pull up Google Maps or Waze or something. The whole time you're driving, you're not staring at your map, okay? You're looking at the road. You're looking at where you're going. Just like what I'm doing now. Like right, like I did this, pulled the map down to where I'm going, and then right there. I'm looking where I'm going. Not driving. Bad analogy. What? It's the same thing. I'm trying to say that I'm not looking at my map. I'm looking where I'm going. Just say you have tunnel vision and move on. Well, I can't like saying, "Hey, I have tunnel vision." That sounds like an excuse, Like the way I said it feels more like it's an explanation. It sounds well, at least to me, it feels a lot less like an excuse and more like an explanation. Oops, oops. Okay, come on, let's go. There we go. Nice, got a big chunk out of him. Okay, well, okay, this is not going very well. Okay, there, this, and... Okay, we're good. The way you said it was a bad excuse. Hey, I panicked, okay? Cut me some slack. You're gonna use the same explanation for running a red light. You know what? What's actually funny, is I can actually do that now. It's only been about a month, maybe 2 months, since there have been traffic lights in my city. And honestly, I'm not happy about them. So, there's this channel called oh man, why can I never remember this the channel name? Hang on. What's their name again? No, not that one. Oh man, I can't remember the channel name. I'm scrolling down through my subscribed channels. and I don't even remember like what the first letter was. I think it was Second Thought. I think that's the right video. No, no, no. It's not that one. It's the other one, I think. Okay, well, whatever their name was. So there's this channel that I'm subscribed to, and they made a really they made a video on how they make a bunch of videos similar to this. So one is like one was about how widening the road, right, like adding more lanes does not reduce traffic. In fact, it does the opposite. It increases traffic. And I'm pretty sure I remember now they didn't make a video on like traffic lights and stuff, but from the same logic as that video about like widening the road, adding more lanes does not reduce traffic, it adds traffic. Um I sort of like got the same logic and like thought about it and tried to put it together, tried to apply it to traffic lights. And now I understand it depends on the case. It really depends on, there's a lot of factors that could affect like whether it's right or wrong. It depends a lot on the kinds of drivers in a given place. It depends on well, number one, the way it's executed. But in my city now, I feel like there's more traffic than there was before. It's more organized traffic, but it's still traffic. The lines, the lines of cars that are like, okay, the lines of cars that are just stopped and not moving are way longer now than they were before. Adam something yaps about this all the time. Yeah, I think it was Adam something, or it was like another channel similar to Adam something. I forget. And yeah, it really like, and this like concept has never ever crossed my mind until I saw that video. And when I saw that video for the first time, it sort of made me realize, oh, oh yeah. I mean, I've never ever thought about the topic though, so not just not just Bokes. Sorry, what's Bokes? Not just Bokes. Oh, the name of a channel? He likes the humor of Adam. Oh, okay. Well then, I mean, I'm sure they're a good channel and all, but like I like a bit of humor in the dark topic that it already talks about. Like it's a topic that's like really depressing because like it's already depressing because it's something that I have yet to deal with so far. Because like, you know, well, at least like that topic specifically, that topic. Oops. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, we're good. Come on, take it down. Hey, nice. Okay, come on, come on. Stop. There. There. Okay, thank you. Alright, please don't get up yet. I need to hit you with my burst. Thank you very much. There we go. Not just bikes. Ah, I see. Adam's real good at making fun of billionaires and bad planning. I do like his humor, actually. Yeah, I really like his humor. Like, cause like, what the? Oh, a new event. Okay. Because sometimes because he says it like, oh, okay, obviously like there's no like face cam, but the way he says it, if there was a face cam, like he would have had like a really a really straight face while saying it, and like it would have looked really serious. But even without a face cam, to for me to see that they look like they have a straight face and like they look super serious, like even just through the voice, sometimes like if I'm only like half paying attention, I'll think, I'll take it seriously and I'll forget that to think that, oh, this is Adam something and he's like being sarcastic and stuff, and then I'll hear what he said and I'm like, that doesn't sound right, and then realize, oh yeah, that's right. Joking. Having traffic lights is good and well, but there are cops actually around to enforce. But are the cops actually around to enforce traffic laws? Well, in my city there are, yeah, and there are. So it's fine. It's just that. So the problem here is, so yes, the roads, especially within city limits, they are getting congested. Like they're getting really, well, I wouldn't say really congested. They're getting way more congested in relation to how congested, or the lack of being congested, they used to be about 5 to 10 to 20, 25 years ago. Is remember, I grew up in the city and I remember like what it looked like way back then. Um, but I don't think it's congested enough that traffic lights actually help with the traffic situation. And instead of, like, for example, if there were three cars on like the other side of the road, right, and they were at a they were at a red light and now they're on green, and there were like 15 cars on the other side and their light just turned red. Now there are no cars on the other side because those one, two, or three cars got to go, and now there's like a line of 15 cars on the other side because it's a red light. When without those traffic lights, those drivers would have, like, they had the common sense to just stop or go. Like those three cars over there would have just had the common sense to see, like, okay, there's a long line behind these guys, so I'm gonna let them through first. Right, or like, yeah, they would have had the common sense to see that, okay, well, this guy is like, he's already going and he's already got momentum, and I don't have momentum yet, so I'm just not gonna go before him. I'm just gonna let him go first. And like the next car, like, okay, the next car is coming up slowly, so I can scooch in before he crosses over. Right? Like, people have common sense. Like drivers nowadays, there's so many drivers nowadays that are just, how they even get a license. Is the thought that crosses my mind when I see them, like how they drive. But they at least still have some common sense, and now they're just being forced to follow this like automated thing, and this automated thing doesn't have the common sense to like arrange the traffic, right? Arrange the traffic according to what is clearly visible to a human common sense. Anyways, having traffic lights is good. Oh yeah, no, that's cute. Where I'm from, you can easily see who got who got their license and who bought one. I'd see an accident every single day. Oh jeez, that sounds awful, man. Um, Buying. Well, I wouldn't say buying. I don't know about buying. Buying, I think, is a strong word. Um, but there was a time in the past, especially with the previous administration, where you could just, like, if you knew the right people, and if people knew you, right? Like if you had like if you had a reputation, if you had a name in the city, then you could just like talk to the right people, talk to the right person, and just like pay whatever fees you have to pay. Whatever you have to pay, like you won't have to pay extra, right? Like you won't have to pay extra. Like you're not, like you're not like, it's more like bribing someone, but of course you still have to pay like the fees. If you really got some good greases on you, then it's there's a chance you might not even have to actually pay the fees themselves, and like you just slip in a tip. You just slip in a tip to like that quote unquote friend of yours in the back office and say like, hey, thanks, bud. There was a time when that happened, so it's less like buying the license and more like you just know, you know a guy. It was more like you know a guy and less like buying the license. But nowadays it's like, that doesn't exist in, at least in my city. That doesn't exist. I don't know about in other cities in the Philippines, if that exists, if that still exists. But I think, and I have actually explained this in a previous stream, in a somewhat recent stream, where I think why there's so many terrible drivers in my city now is because so for the last couple of years, it has become mandatory where you need to have gone to like a sort of driving school, and you and like I've never really looked into it very much, but what I'm assuming is this is how it works. I'm just guessing this is how it works. That I believe you need to have a certain level of certification in order to attain a certain kind of license. Like when I say a certain kind of license, like you're allowed to drive a motorcycle, a four-wheeled vehicle, a big truck. You're allowed to do it as a job, like professionally, whatever. Right, and that's my understand. That's my guess as to how it works. And so, okay, but these driving schools are all private entities, and when say you want to go get a license, it's your first time. You're like, I don't know, you're 18 years old. You're 18 years old. Mommy and daddy just so happen to have the money for you. So like they got you a car and like, here you go, son. Happy birthday. You go get your driver's license. You find out, oh, I got to go to driving school. You pay up. You pay, yeah, right. Like you pay the driving school, how much you owe them, and they teach you. You go through whatever, and then finally the day comes when they have to test you out, and then they're like, man, this guy's terrible. I can't. It's impossible for me to say that. Yeah, okay, you pass. This guy clearly doesn't know how to drive. So like, even if you clearly don't know how to drive, they probably won't let you pass. But they'll probably give you another chance. They'll give you a couple more chances, like until you finally get a good run. Until you finally get a good run, and then they'll say, "Okay, that's good enough. Good enough." You get a 75. All right, great. Thanks. Congrats. Congrats. See ya. And then there you go. Somebody who barely knew how to drive, right? Like just on their best day had the minimum acceptable driving skill. Driving skill for like public roads on their best day only. But on average clearly doesn't, it has below the minimum acceptable like driving skill for public roads. Despite all the infrastructure. No, I don't. I do mean people just buy their papers. Yeah, I mean, like I don't know. I'm just saying that I'm just sharing with you that that stuff doesn't happen here. At least not indirectly. It used to happen indirectly, but not anymore. But there's a different kind of problem. This is what I'm saying now. Why there are still terrible drivers. In fact, no, sorry, not still terrible drivers. Why there are more terrible drivers. Anytime I go back, I feel like Alice in Wonderland because everything is for sale one way or another. Oh, wait, what? Everything is for sale. What does everything being for sale have to do with Alice in Wonderland? Because anything is possible. Okay. All right. Not bad on the wording. That's alright, man. Hey, still clear. Still clarified. Oops. Oh, what the? How'd you not get hit? Oh, this guy didn't get cryoed on. Speaking of problems in the world, somewhat recently, I recalled the. I didn't think about it, but I remembered the moments a few years ago where I thought to myself that it would have been way more convenient if I had never been born. Like a couple of years ago, and no, not just a couple of years ago. This was like more than like several years ago, where there were times where I like thought, and I was like serious about it too. Like, I mean, like I'm not like, gonna like press exit game or anything, you know, right? Like I'm not like that. But there, like I seriously thought and like was like 100% convinced that would have been way more convenient if I'd just never been born. I wouldn't have had to go through all the problems that I've ever gone through throughout my whole life. And whoever people I have bothered, and or I don't know, been connected to in one way or another, wouldn't have had to deal with me. Whether it was, you know, whether they benefited from me or not. If they benefited from me, they wouldn't have had to benefit from me. They would have had to benefit from someone else, and like who knows, they might have actually benefited even more than how much they benefited me. So like, right, like it would have been more convenient for me because like I wouldn't have had to go through all of that, and everyone that I ever like connected with in one way or another wouldn't have had to go through being connected with me. And whether that was worse or not, then if it was worse, then that's, you know, too bad. But if it was not worse, then yeah, great. And somewhat recently, I remembered that the time when I thought about those, when I had those thoughts. When I was little, I asked my uncle why this one sharp, dangerous turn on my way to town didn't have a guardrail, and he said there's not enough material in the world to guard every bad turn here. I like your uncle then. I like your uncle. He is he has common sense, you know, which is apparently a rare material nowadays. It's a rare material, and apparently so is a good artifact in Genshin Impact. Apparently good artifacts are as just as rare as common sense nowadays. But he was correct. What the? You know, I'm always curious about that. Like, I quite often die somewhere around here, like in this fight. But I don't understand like how it happens. Okay. Okay, you know what? Use the orbs. Use the orbs. Hit something. Come on. Jeez. Uh-oh. 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 I was panicking. Oh god. Okay, you almost died. Okay, thank goodness you healed. Do you have any orbs? No, I do not have any orbs. Come on. And I hate this thing. It might not be... I probably wouldn't say this is worse than the Senora boss. Like, I still hate the Senora boss more than I hate this one. But it's just cringe to fight. Like, it's so... It wastes so much time. Can I iframe this? Oh, apparently I can't. Like, I hate the fact that, like, it's so stupid. I can't even hit it. Like, from here. Anyway, what you just said is relatable. Anytime my mother would tout at how she'd had me at 20. Sorry, what does that mean? She'd had me at 20. I'd just tell her, yeah, and whose fault was that? Yeah, this guy's annoying. Though I tend to do weeklies in co-op for the lulz. Really? You know what? I never would have pegged you for somebody who ever did, who had the patience to do anything in Genshin, in co-op, man. And just run around with Kirara. It's okay. Well, that sounds like that's you. Yeah, that's... Yeah, when I thought about, like, you playing seriously in co-op, I was like, oh, that doesn't sound like you. And then, you know, like, when I read your last message, just run around with Kirara, okay, that does sound like you, actually. When I used Arlecchino on my friend's account, like I hardly ever used his Arlecchino, but when I did, I was always so, like, I don't know, I was always impressed with, like, how strong it was. Ow. Okay, well that hits pretty hard. I was always so impressed with how strong it was, but was always, like, the whole time would be annoyed, like, Why can this character not be healed? Like, this is the stupidest decision ever. And like, I sort of understand that, like, okay, they don't want her to be healed because like her thing is Bond of Life. She gets more damage from Bond of Life. And if they allow her to be healed because of how Bond of Life works, like healing this character would not heal this character. It would just reduce her Bond of Life. It would just lower her damage. Like in the end, people wouldn't want her to be healed in the end. So like, I get it, but like, I don't know. They've done dumber things before. They've made up dumber rules before. Like, why couldn't they just make up some dumb rule just to make it so that like you can actually heal Arlecchino without having to do like without healing her, like taking away from her Bond of Life or something. I'll get outperformed most of the time anyway, so I might as well either meme with Kirara or heal with Genyun. Kirara gives a shield, right? Like to teammates. From what I remember, I think like she has a constellation that can give shielding in co-op. Or am I remembering this wrong? C2, yes, which I have. Oh, okay. More of a meme anyway. I mean, you know, like it's, yeah, sure, it's still a meme, but like at least you're not, at least you're actually helping in a way, right? Like not like helping, but you're just making the game less annoying for others while you're memeing. I haven't used Hutao in a while. I still find Hutao a lot more comfy to play than Arlecchino. But I do find Arlecchino's, like, the fact that it's okay to swap off of Arlecchino mid-rotation and not get punished for it. Like, I still find that really nice about Arlecchino. And that's something that Hutao cannot do, because like once you swap into Hutao, you're locked in for the next like 8-9 seconds. Why can't I swap? Okay, I can't swap. Okay, seems okay now. Man, alright, because I couldn't swap there, that was like, this is annoying. Xingqiu's and Yelan's bursts are going to expire, and they just did. Just because I couldn't swap there. And now I'm barely gonna get any damage in here. And now I'm gonna have to go to phase 2, which I just hate. I hate this boss's phase 2. It's so, I just hate it. I mean, like, it's, I guess phase 2 is nice, like the music's cool at least, but I just hate that this boss has so, like, it has 2 phases. Like, I don't mind 2 phases, right? But like that long, like really long transition, one is one, and number 2 is I just cannot for the life of me learn this thing's patterns. Especially like when I actually try to dodge stuff, I just end up like falling flat in my face, and just I end up getting hit with every, like, you know, taking every single hit in the face. I'm sure some people who are watching right now that are lurking are probably gonna think like, "What is this guy talking about? You just dodged so many of his attacks." Like, that was like luck. Less annoying. I don't know, man. Some people I got matched with disagreed. Well, that's the thing though, is they don't realize. They don't realize. Well, okay. I guess there are some people who like, there are some players who are good enough at dodging attacks and stuff that they don't need the shielding, right? Like the shielding does not, like, they can clearly see that having a nice shield for the whole team did not help them. It, like, helped them like 0%, right? Like, did not help them at all. I get it that there are players like that. But there are also players who just think you didn't do anything because you were just like catting around while everyone was fighting. But they didn't realize that the shield that you gave them actually took so many hits for him because the guy didn't know how to play, didn't know how to dodge attacks and stuff. So, yeah, you are indirectly helping. Just that some players who aren't good enough, are they don't realize how much you're helping, and the players who are good enough, they realize how much you're not helping. I'm also more comfy with Hutao, but I also spend way too much resin on her set. Which set do you mean for Hutao? You mean Crimson? Are you actually farming the Crimson domain? And Bond of Life is fine as it is. Allowing for heals without affecting the buff would make the whole mechanic pointless. Allowing for heals without affecting the buff would make the whole mechanic pointless. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I guess so. I guess so. Like it would have made it so like some people, not a lot of people, but some people who actually, because like I I am willing to bet that because like the majority of Genshin players are already like casuals, right? Like the the free to play tryhards and the meta slaves are the loud minority in like in relation to all the Genshin players out there, right? The big majority of players are like the quiet majority are the casual players, and I'm willing to bet that a big majority of those players have no idea what Bond of Life is and how it works. So even if Poyo did like I don't know, the cheat thing about Bond of Life for Arlecchino, just to find a way, just to give us a way to make it so that like Arlecchino is healable, there would be a lot of players that would complain about it, and like, okay, well, what's the point of making Bond of Life this like whole healing thing in the first place if we're just gonna like change the rules for this one character? Like, I understand that like some players are gonna complain about it, but in the grand scheme of things, that's gonna be like a very small part of the population. But yeah, I get it. Like, it does, it takes you out of it, right? It ruins the immersion that this world has rules, and that one of those rules and is Bond of Life. And when you have Bond of Life, you don't get healed. The Bond of Life gets healed away instead of your HP going up. I hear it's midnight again. You know what? If you did point that out, I would not have looked at the time and saw like, oh wow, it's exactly midnight. Yeah, I would not have noticed that actually. Not have noticed that that happened exactly at midnight. This is a rest reward mechanic. Bro, it doesn't have a nice shield. It's just paper tissue. I mean, doesn't Kirara have a decent shield? Although, like, okay, I don't know much about her C2, but is her C2 like co-op shield weaker than her actual shield? Dog beating time. He started a minute early. I guess. I guess his clock wasn't set right. Clock was a little ahead. Sort of like those people who like on New Year, right? Like especially now, right? When everyone has a smartphone. Everyone has a smartphone. Everyone's smartphone follows like exactly the same time. The time like second like down to the seconds, right? Like everyone is like very very closely coordinated nowadays. And even still, even still, there are just some people who start firing off fireworks and start blowing off their horns on New Year's Eve, like a minute early or like 2 minutes early, and there's some who that start that get started like a minute late. Like 40% or something over HP. 40% does not sound like a little shield, man. 40% isn't like that's like Yanfei's shield, isn't it? And Yanfei isn't even like an HP scaler. She's an attack scaler. She's meant to be a DPS. Yeah, 45%. And Yanfei's shield might not be the strongest, but it's still pretty strong. But you know what? I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna see for myself. If I could just find her. There you go. All right. You know, I kind of don't like how they implemented this. Like, I kind of thought that, like, they implemented this as if, like, as, like, a filter. I wish they just, like, made it so that, like, you click one, and then, like, you just show Pyro. You click Hydro, and it just shows Cryo. Or, sorry, Hydro. You click Dendro, it just shows Dendro. Like, that would have been simpler than making this into a kind of filter. Because, like, somebody could just do this, and, like, what's the point? It's the same thing in the first place. Like, I feel like they could have just made this simpler, and, like, that would have worked. That would have been a lot more plug and play. Anyway, why would I not use the Crimson set on Hutao? I don't know. Some people prefer the four-piece Shimenawa, and and there are some people who use Hutao with Furina all the time. So four-piece Hunter set is also decent. And there are even some people, especially people who are always running Hutao in a vape team, like me for example. I never run Hutao in a non-vape team. Uh, four-piece Gilded is actually very close to four-piece Crimson. Yeah, like Hutao actually has a lot of good sets for her. You can even go two-piece Gilded, two-piece Wanderer set. Right, like for the what is that, like two-piece Gilded gives 80 EM, and then two-piece Wanderer gives 80 EM, so like that's 160 EM. You can go four-piece Gilded. You can go like I said, four-piece Hunter if you're running her with Furina all the time. First time I'm seeing it. Though I use a controller. Oh, you really? You you know like okay. I don't understand this feeling, by the way. Like I'm just so I suck at controller, man. Cuz like I've always been fascinated cuz like so a lot of the YouTubers, a lot of the streamers, like okay, you know what? I'm going to not even mention streamers. I hardly even watch any streamer. A lot of the YouTubers I've seen over the years, just they use a controller. They either play on console or they play on PC, but they use a controller. So I'm like, there's got to be something about controllers, right? And then in like at work, in 2017, so we were sort of a tech company, right? So like, we worked in development, and so we had an Xbox. Was it an Xbox controller? Yeah, we had an Xbox controller. We had a wireless Xbox controller that we could easily plug into a PC. And I was still really into GTA 5 at the time. And I tried playing GTA 5. So like at that point, I've already played GTA 5, like as a story mode, multiple times over on PC with mouse and keyboard. So I figured, you know what? I'm never going to have this chance again. So I gave it a go, tried playing GTA 5 uh, with a controller, and I'm not exaggerating here. I'm not exaggerating, but I did not last 5 minutes. I switched back to P. Like I unplugged the thing, took out the batteries, and I just put the controller back where it was supposed to be, and I just kept playing with mouse and keyboard. I could not do it for even 5 minutes. And that's why I said earlier that I don't understand that feeling. Like how why do some people find it like play more, like they seem to enjoy playing more on controller than on with mouse and keyboard, uh because like there's that part of my brain doesn't exist. Like there's like there it's impossible for me to even like visualize it or like try to understand why that feels better to play than mouse and keyboard. With our best teams vape. Hence I dumped at least a month of resin in Crimson. Oh, dude, a month? I spent like so the reason why I have such a good set of good four piece. No, sorry, not four piece. I have a really good 5 piece Crimson set on Hutao on my main account. Because okay, number one, it's my main account. It's my oldest account, and that was the account that I ran with Diluc for a very long time. And it was okay. It was also the account that I took really seriously for a long time, way before the shoot. What is it called? Strongbox. So if you wanted Crimson, then you farmed the Crimson domain, no matter how much you hated the Lava Walker set. So, and I did not like. I spent like 6 to 8 months farming nothing but that domain. Before that though, before that, I think I was farming the Noblesse domain, and for some reason, I got super lucky with the Noblesse domain. Like I got everything I needed like very quickly. Although everything I quote unquote everything I needed from the Noblesse domain wasn't a lot. It was just like an ER sands, and then a whatever goblet, crit rate, circlet, and then whatever feather and flower for Bennett, and then like that was it. I think I farmed for like a week, and then I was done. And then the next 6 to 8 months was just in the Crimson domain. Mouse plus keyboard versus controller really depends on what you're playing though. I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. Cause like, GTA 5, especially because like GTA 5, like you can shoot while driving, right? Clearly not something that's easy to do on a controller. Like, yeah, okay. And I understand GTA 5 is the only game ever that I've played on a controller. Obviously, like, there was also like the console, like my PlayStation 1 from like way back then. But then like the fact that it was PlayStation 1, that means like every game on it is gonna be designed to be played on a console. And there was also that DVCD like 300 games in one console kind of thing that I had in second grade. But that was different. That was like old, like really old console games, like emulated games. So at the time, like all those games were made for console for controller. But like the PC game, the only PC game I've ever played with a controller was GTA 5. And I didn't even play for that long. Like I really tried. Like I did my best. I wanted to make it a thing that where I enjoyed playing on a controller and not on mouse and keyboard. I just couldn't do it. For action games, like this controller is comfy on your fingers for FPS games. A mouse is better for aiming and quicker response times. Well, the goal is complete now, so is the thumbnail this time. Also clickbait. Um, well, it's not a lie. I can tell you that much, Ali. The thumbnail isn't a lie. I want, well, okay, you know what? Never mind. I don't want to know what it is anymore because I mean, like, because that was that was my goal. I wanted to know what it was. Like, look at the title, the stream title. What the heck is this? Like, it's a question, right? And well, Mr. J so graciously answered the question, and like I'm like, okay, question answered. Question answered. I achieved my goal now. That was the goal of the thumbnail and title. So it wasn't clickbait. As there are issues with drive-bys. Drive like a GTA. Okay. But I also grew up with the PlayStation. Oh. Fun fact: the oldest game, to my knowledge, that let you shoot while driving was Scarface on the PS2. I haven't even heard of that. So okay, earlier I mentioned I had a PS1, right? But I feel like that's wrong. Like it was true, you know. Like I did have one. My dad bought me one, but I also feel like it's not true because my dad bought me one, and my dad is not a techie. He doesn't like he has no idea about anything technology. So and I don't even know why he bought a PlayStation. Like I don't know. Like some salesman probably pitched it to him, and he was like, "Oh, cool." Um, and you know what? I think I actually got lucky that somehow like whoever sold him that PlayStation, because like I remember my dad used to work on a ship. Like he was a seafarer, and he used to work on a ship. And I'm glad that whatever sales guy sold him the PlayStation also gave him or sold him, I don't know, that one game called Medieval. Otherwise, he would have just come home after his contract with a PlayStation 1 with no games that I could play on it. So at the very least, I got to turn it on a couple of times a month. No, first month I got to turn it on a couple of times just to try and play that game that he got along with the PlayStation. Um, I was a kid. I think I was like in first grade, second grade maybe. So I was like, and I was a stupid kid, like dumb. Like you could not get any dumber than me. Like zero common sense. Uh, even now, for a 30-year-old, eh, I'm probably as dull as the knife in my kitchen. Like we have one knife. Well, actually, you know what? That's a lie. We have like three knives in the kitchen, but the one knife that's always like ready to use, it's so dull that like when I never use a chopping board to cut apples with it. I just put the apple in my hand and I just like slice through the apple and I just catch the knife on my hand. Like no, no problem. W dad. Oh yeah, you like dude, right? Like my dad is pretty cool. Like he's annoying and stuff like cuz like he just cannot hold down a commitment. Like he cannot commit to anything related to like a meetup, right? Like anything time. He just Like, okay, you take like 3 days off, like 3 or 4 days off to go visit him. Like, and he's not near me. He's like quite far away from me to go visit him. And then like you say like, hey, let's meet up tonight when like this afternoon when we get to the city. At like 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock, and let's have a snack. Let's go get a snack. Let's go get something to bite. What? Let's go grab a bite. And then like you're there with all like the luggage, right? Decided not to check into a hotel first because like right, like not just yet because I wanted to meet up. And then like later he calls like, hey, I got this thing. I can't yet, but I'll call you, okay? And then like maybe dinner, like let's have dinner, and then you're like, yeah, okay, I'll just go check in, and then you get ready to leave because like dinner, and then like he calls you, like you're all ready to go, and like, you know what, no man, like I got like something came up, I can't do it anymore, maybe tomorrow 8 a.m. I'll be there 8 a.m. happens, and then lunchtime, and then my dad, man. My dad. But he's cool though. He's cool. Like my dad's really cool. Like he is he's a good guy. I was playing a game and some guy named RJ destroyed me. Was it you? What game was it? There's no way that was me, man. Me destroying anyone in a competitive game? You must have slipped through some like different dimension while playing that game. If that was really me, man, because like this dimension, like this RJ in this dimension, no way, no way, RJ. All kids are dumb. Yeah, but like, I'm the dumb kid amongst the dumb ones. Like the dumb kids in class. In that group of dumb kids in class, I'm the dumb one in that group. Right? Like there's like a dumb kid, but like he's the dumb kid of the smart kids. And then there's like the dumb kids, right? I'm the dumb kid among the dumb kids. Crash Bandicoot, Trilogy, Tomb Raider, the Rayman. Oh man, like Crash Bandicoot. Oh wait, when did I? Oh, my friend's house. I did get to play Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, at my friend's house a couple of times. Tomb Raider, no, like I've never played Tomb Raider, like the OG Tomb Raider. Road Crash, haven't heard of those ones. GTA 1, like what? GTA 1? Like top down? GTA 1? You played that game? For real? But Evil was dope, but there were more bangers on the PS1. Yeah, but like that's the thing though. Okay, so why I said earlier that I don't consider myself like that I don't that I wouldn't consider like me quote unquote having a PS1 to be real is because I had one game, right? Medieval, and I every time I turn on the PlayStation, obviously I only had one game, so Medieval, I get through the tutorial and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm finally in the game. Awesome. Level one, first level, fight off two or three skeletons or something, two or three bad guys. And like I get to this like place where it looks like there's a gate and I have no idea what to do. I'm just stuck there. I'm just stuck there. I've I've played for hours, just like walking around the area trying to figure out what the heck am I supposed to do here? And I've just like I never got past that point. Never. Like until the day my PlayStation died. And I'm so sad that like I had like because now I'm an adult and like I know what a PlayStation is and I know like that was like a that was a nice part of gaming history, right? Like PlayStation 1. And I had one and I had at least that one game and I didn't even get to experience it because I was too stupid to experience it properly. You have a friend like that? But even worse, how can anyone? Okay, you know what? Never mind. Don't even tell me like how someone can be even worse than my dad when it comes to time commitment. When I was a kid, what? I went to play. I went to a cyber. Oops, too slow to read. Cyber cafe for like 3 hours without telling my family. I come home, find out my entire family and relatives are search. Oh God. Okay, I don't think that's like stupid kid thing. I feel like that was just a kid who wanted to try something out for the first time, and it just so happened to will be a horrible experience for everyone involved. Right? Like stuff like that happens, but that doesn't sound like stupid kid thing to me. Hey, what's up, Overpowered? How you doing, man? Hey, what's up, Blue App? How you doing? I have every main GTA except four. Except four. Why four though? What's up with four? And yeah, the series started on the PlayStation One. I still have my copies. Man, that's awesome. Like I swear. By the way, like I've really only learned about GTA One, like the top down GTA One, from a YouTube video within the last I think 2 or 3 years. Like I did not experience that part of gaming history. And it's like I don't know. I wish I'd been able to experience it. I wish I'd been there. There's a good chance your PlayStation could have been saved with a little soldering. Yeah. I That's probably true. But at the time, so okay, remember, like I live in this city, right? Like I grew up in the city, and even at that time, I was already in this city, small city, which means very few, if not zero, like local like electronic repair shops at the time. And if there was one, made in China wasn't a thing yet. So replacement parts probably had to come straight from Japan or even the USA maybe. So yeah, no way my mom and dad were gonna pay for something like that. Mm. And there's no way a first grader, like a yeah, the dumb kid among the dumb kids, first grader, is gonna know to like figure out how to do something like that. But yeah, it really was my fault. It was like again, dumb kid among dumb kids, first grader, RJ. So the plug on my because like remember my dad seafarer worked abroad, right? So from what I understand, he bought it from the USA because like his contract at the time went to the USA as well. So he bought it from the USA, and like for some stupid reason, the USA just has the same plug as the Philippines, but uses like a way different voltage. Like I'm not an electrician, I have no idea how this stuff works, but a different voltage, same exact plug. But when my dad gave it to me, he said every time you plug it in, you have to plug it in like this. And so, and like this means like I have the PlayStation plug itself, plug it into this giant, like really heavy, like block. Like it was like a brick. It was really heavy, and then that brick had two round prongs, and I had to plug that into into an adapter that then I could plug it into the wall. So, and it was so annoying because the brick itself, like, and from so now that I'm a little older, I understand a little bit more of it. My guess is that that brick was some kind of transformer. Like I don't know, like well yeah, an adapter. It would adapt the different voltage, like power that PlayStation took into the different voltage that outlets here had. And but because it was so heavy and all the outlets in the house were like not far from the ground, all the outlets in the house I grew up in were far from the ground. It was so annoying that like if I just if I somehow didn't place it perfectly, like if I didn't put like something underneath it like just perfectly, I would be just enjoying the game, trying to figure out my way through medieval all over again. It would like the whole game would just shut down because like it gets unplugged because it gets unplugged from its own weight, the plug, the adapter. So at one time, I just got curious. So I kind of thought like, hey, the outlet upstairs, I think this would fit because like it was a two flat pronged plug, but one was slightly wider than the other one. So I kind of thought like, hey, the one I think this will fit without this big heavy thing in the plug upstairs. So I tried it, and then I turned it on, and then I smelled smoke, and then um, I smelled burnt electronics, and then I unplugged it, got scared, put the PlayStation away forever. That was that was it. That was the end. That was the end of it. Oh man, 100 million more. I don't even have 100. Okay, just look away. Just look away. Overpowered. That's. I was supposed to be. I wanted to see like how much Kirara's like C2 co-op shield was, uh, and I ended up yapping like this whole time for like I don't know 20 minutes now. I think. Rip. Yeah, like, and to this day, I still feel so bad for that piece of gaming history that I had in my hands, but I was just too stupid to experience it properly, to keep it with me, right? Like to take proper care of it. Hey, that rant is second channel material. But the first channel is barely even alive. I mean, like it's not dead. Like it's not a dead channel. I still stream on it. It's just that is you. I mean, you're right though. You're right. That is certainly something that like, if I was like an actual like proper YouTuber who wasn't so lazy, I would actually like, at the very least, like this channel probably could have like, I don't know, like somewhere like even like 10 or 15K subscribers. And then like I would at that point I would actually make a second channel for like clips and stuff. Right? And that yap, that 20-minute yap would have like easily fit like gone straight into a second channel. That would have been perfect for a second channel. I had a U-shaped piece of metal, once, and a U-shaped piece of metal. Okay, and I put the two ends. Oh God, in the two holes of the electrical outlet, and turned on the switch. Jeez, let's just say the light of the entire house went out. Oh jeez. Well, at least that means the circuit breaker worked. The circuit breaker did its job. Mikawa grant other party members who scratches into critical transport shield. Critical transport shields. What a weird name. Critical transport shields. Uh, the damage absorption in critical transport shields 40% of the maximum absorption of the Meow Tor kicks normal shields. Oh, okay. So when you yeah, I guess you misremembered that earlier, Mr. J. So it's not 40% of Kirara's HP because that would be like a really tanky shield. But it's 40% of her normal shield. Okay, so I get what you mean. Like it's a paper thin shield. Yeah, I was testing if the circuit breaker. Wait, how old were you? How old were you when this happened? My Arlecchino did 700k with food. 700k, like what? The normal attack? The first normal attack overpowered? You win the Darwin Award. That's not an award you want to win. We used to stick forks in the outlets at school just because we were bored. Oh man, that's. Oh jeez. I've done some dumb things, but like not that dumb. Like for example, in high school, so I don't know how to describe these switches, but like I used to like in high school. I don't know, like oh my god, I forgot there was a hole there in the other side. So in high school, I used to take off the covers for the covers for the light switches, like cause like I don't know, just a kid trying to get people's attention or something. Um, and like that's about it. That's about the most dangerous thing I'd ever do. Oh god, I forgot that disappears. Um, I'd ever done in high school, like as a kid. But man, sticking forks into the outlet, that's crazy. It's like 11 or something. I don't remember correctly. I doubt you were testing the circuit breaker at 11 years old, man. Burst is Arlecchino's burst her biggest hit? Isn't her biggest hit her normal attack, the first one, at max bond of life? Then all of you will be cooked, literally. Remember at school, there was a fire alarm, so we pulled it down and nothing happened. What if there was an actual fire? That's funny. But you know, it does. I get it. Oh, you know what? I get like why your school. Oh God. I get why your school would do something like that, like have a fire alarm installed just to pass certification or something, and then like never, like spend $0 maintaining it. Because like, what's the point afterwards? I mean, okay, you know, like what not. What's the point? This is a stupid question. What's the point? Is it's like for when there's a fire, but they just don't see the benefit to it, because it's yeah. But at the same time, yeah, that sounds stupid. And it sounds stupid, but everyone does it though. BR. Be right back, right back, right back. Used to smear peanut butter and jam on the door handles of the principal's office just because she was an absolute to us all the time. Wow, really? Man, that's... Sounds like you had a childhood, man. Sounds like you had quite the childhood. Arla burst deals barely damage. It's so useless. You are better off just normal attacking than using the burst. Okay, I mean, so from what I understand is Arlecchino's burst is one of her biggest hits, but I don't remember it being her biggest hit. I could be wrong. I might be remembering that wrong. But like, I just remember most of the Arlecchino showcases that I remember seeing from when she was newly released were mostly people doing a normal attack. And not the burst. Like, if not the normal attack, then it was usually the C2, but I just remember hardly any of the quote unquote showcase. Oh, oh, well, clips I saw using the burst to get a big hit. Oh man, I have not done that correctly even once. I always press shift a little too late there. My school has a fire extinguisher and it's probably older than me. Whatever's inside is definitely expired, man. The new event is hard. What is that new event about? I saw it, but I decided not to do it just yet. Because... Wait, what though? I did press A. Why did it turn the other way? Floor 18? What do you mean floor 18? Like it's like Abyss or something? It's got floors? Its animation takes so long, you can get more normal attacks. Yep, that's true. Potassium acetate doesn't expire, so nope, it ain't expired. You sure it's a potassium acetate? Fire extinguisher? I mean, it could have been anything, right? Like, there's like, dude, I did. I went through a So in maritime, there's like a bunch of different trainings that you have to go through in order to be sea eligible, ship eligible. Uh-oh. And among those is this training called, it used to be called BST, and oh, that's not morning. BST, and now they call it BT, just basic training. It's basic training for like a lot of things. It's like basic training for like, so one of the is firefighting, another one is just basic like first aid stuff. Man, what were the other ones? I don't remember. There were a couple more things in it that I don't remember. But like the biggest ones, the most important ones were firefighting and first aid. And in the firefighting part of it was an actual firefighter teaching us about well, anything that has to do with firefighting on a ship. Because like if you work on a ship, like there's no one else that's gonna help you do anything on that ship. If there's a fire, there's no 911 that's gonna answer your call out at sea, out in the Pacific Ocean. You're the firefighter. Someone collapses, needs CPR, needs chest compressions. You're the nurse that's gonna do chest compressions. There's no one else out there. So uh, I learned that apparently there are like 6 or 7 different kinds of fire extinguishers. So the most basic one, well, one of the most common ones is foam and or a water extinguisher. Water fire extinguisher. One that has foam in it, either foam and water. Those are the most common ones apparently. And then there's a black one that's like for chemical fires. Man, there was so much stuff. Like I don't even remember all of it anymore. There are a total of 24 floors. You need to get to floor 20 to get max rewards. Oh, you know what? Wait, can you do all of it today? The new event thing that you're talking about? Could have been empty. That is highly possible. Wait, what? No. Okay, which one is that? The second one? Why does this one only have 1 star? Oh, because it's stage 1. Okay. What? Challenge gather. Okay. Okay. How did I miss something? Did I miss that one? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I got impatient. I got impatient there. Oh. Oh, that was dumb. That was... What a dummy. Oh, come on. I keep... Okay. I'm too impatient for my own good. See, I did it again. Okay. I guess it's because I'm just redoing it. That's why I'm getting impatient. Oh. Did I miss this one? I feel like that was what I missed. It's morning and night. I just thought it as dark side and vice versa. I'm pretty sure that's the case. I just use morning and night to make it easier on my brain. I'm too stupid to actually like figure out what it actually is. RJ, do you know about what? No, I'm not even sure how to read that, man. I don't know what that is. So about the new event. So, uh, I know it just came out, at least on the NA server. But you guys are talking about being able to get to floor 18 when there's like 24 floors, and it sounds like you're able to go, like, to go straight to the like the last part of it. Can you? Like, is it not like locked, like time locked, or like time gated? Can I just fit like the event just started, just came out like an hour, like 2 hours ago? Can I already do all of it? Oops, I gotta go. Oh, okay, okay. All right. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us, Overpowered. Take care, man. You can only do day one. There are a total of 5 days. If you get a total of 100 floors, you get free name cards. Oh, so the 24 floors is only for day one. Free name card. Oh, you mean a free name card? Okay. I'm kind of curious now. I might do the first part today, just to see. Only for day one, and you can buff your friends if you clear a certain amount of floors. I'll extend my lifespan by 1 week again. Bye. Alright, alright. Enjoy your meal, Ali. I'll just be here playing a video game because I don't have a lot of brain power left. You know, this is one of the many reasons why I like Genshin Impact, because like, so I really, so my number one reason why I love it so much is like the, so the anime aesthetic, like with the, I don't know, like I'm really into this like aesthetic of a game, and that's one of the reasons why I played Flife for so long. I also like the RPG aspect of it, and on top of that, you know, icing on the cake, I like anime. Genshin just so happens to have like very anime aesthetics, like when it comes to their character design, and so that and the other like big reason is their, I just find their combat system really cool and unique, because like it's complicated, but it's not so complicated that I like somebody who's not very smart can actually figure it out and master it. So it makes me feel smart because I actually understand it, even though it's not that complicated. But it is complicated enough to make me feel like, oh, I'm actually, I'm actually putting in the effort, and the effort that I'm putting in is like I'm getting a return on it. Like it's actually giving me back something. So it's satisfying. It's complicated enough that it makes me feel like the effort that I put into it is satisfying. When I get a return on the effort that I put into learning and mastering it, it's satisfying. But it's not so complicated that an idiot like me has like wouldn't be able to master it. Uh oh, that was not the right side to go to. Another one is it doesn't require a very big time sink. Like I don't have to play Genshin Impact for thousands and thousands of hours to stay relevant. I can just play like 20 minutes a day, and that's enough. That's all I need to stay relevant in the game, to continue to be able to play endgame. And because they decided to lean less into like the end game, like try hard stuff, uh it's a lot like end game, like the most difficult part of Genshin isn't like so difficult that I need to use 100% of my brain power anytime I play it. It's easy enough that it feels like almost like I'm playing Plants vs Zombies. In fact, Plants vs Zombies you know, might even be more. Oh, that is going really fast. Plants vs Zombies might actually take up more of my brain power than this, especially once you get to the water levels, like the levels with the pool. Especially, oh god, the roof level. Plants vs Zombies. In this whole event, this might be my favorite minigame. I don't know. There's something about it. It's it requires a little bit of brain power. Like it's complicated enough that it makes me that it's if I put a little effort into it, and I actually win, it's satisfying. But it's not so complicated that I need to use all my brain power just to do it. It's complicated enough that I feel satisfaction from completing it, but not so complicated that I can't play it casually. Contrary to popular belief, I did not have a childhood. I was born in a 30-year-old. I was born a 30-year-old fart. Who just so happened to be not 30 years old yet at the time. Oh man, it looks like I won't be able to do Yumemizuki's story quest today. I'm starting to get sleepy. Um, okay. Oh. Oh, well. I actually don't remember if that's what I'm supposed to be doing. No, I was 30 and a half. Two, three, four. Or I gotta say, I kind of want more levels of this one. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, okay. I forgot. Brief sojourn. Hey, welcome back, Ali. This does look not too bad, yeah. It's although I feel like oh, you know what? No, I shouldn't say this. Like, I was about to say that the maximum, like the limit, like the ceiling for how complicated this mini game was like limited because of its like how it worked. But I probably wouldn't be able to say that because I'm not smart enough to come up with different levels for that thing, for mini games of that thing. Yeah, but yeah, I find it I think it's cool. I think it's a nice mini game. This one was more like a test of, so it's a little bit of a puzzle, but also a test of like reflexes and coordination, like hand-eye coordination. This one too. Yeah, you know what? All these mini games are great. They're mini games. They're not the pinnacle of fun ever out there, but there's something. This one was my favorite so far. Um, one more. Clearing a floor. Can skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 immediately. Challenge upper floor. Reach upper floor. Reach floor 14 to 15, 16, 17, 22. Floors you can skip will decrease. Save point. When your friend clears floor 20 or corresponding single player challenge, you can get a boon of friendship from this friend. If friends meet these requirements, boon will be randomly provided to one of them. Okay. Sounds cool. Sounds cool. Alright, start from floor 12. What level are the enemies on floor 12? How do I see that? I've yet to start the event. This new one. I got curious because like people were talking about like floor 18 and floor 12, and I was like I got curious. I got excited. I wasn't planning to do this event at all today actually. The third minigame is the most fun. I even speedrun it. The fox one was a stupid controls. Yeah, it certainly required good coordination though. Somebody like me, for example, who has bad coordination, really wouldn't enjoy it very much. But you know, despite that fact, like it was still sort of fun. That's the secret. You don't. I got like 60 gigs in captures, half of which I was capturing for a project. 60 gigs. So capture. Sorry, when you say capture, are you talking about like screen capture? What kind of capture? Enemies. Enemy combination. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sounds like. Well. Looks like another job for the power washer. Oh. Night Soul Blessing State. Damage will increase by 150%, and the attacks after the night spell. Hit an opponent, shockwave will increase. Their damage will increase. Night Soul Blessing State. Okay, so 410. One time HP recovery buff will be made. Restore 50% all party members max HP. 415. One time energy regeneration buff will be made available to restore 50. Okay. Friends have completed floor 20 yet. Boon of friendship unavailable. Okay. Alright, I guess I'll be the first. Oh, I thought these enemies would hit would be like abyss tanky, and or like it would hit over energy. Oh, there. Okay. I thought it would be like wave after wave after wave. Okay, these are just level 96 enemies. Hey, I'm only at floor 12. What level are enemies gonna be at floor 24? They will be more than Abyss tanky? Oh yeah, okay, maybe that's why, because they're only level 96 for now. Okay, that's level 100. That can be like floor 12 chamber 2. Yeah, that could be like floor 12 chamber 2 kind of tanky. Every time I killed chickens, I recorded it for a future montage. Sorry, hang on. What? So when you say kill chickens, like, you know, like to turn it to food, right? You're not just doing it for fun, right? I hope not. Oh, come on. There. On top of like 15 gigs of scenery screenshots. 15 gigs of just screenshots? How do you do that? Dude, I haven't even filled up my Google Photos. My Google Photos only has like 15 gigs of free storage. Start from floor 15. Okay. Sorry, what? How do I get to floor 20? Do I just keep going? Okay. It's a shame my brother could not clear floor 24 even after dealing 2 million nuke with Mawika. Your friend Kingdom, come, and ESO look nicer than your ghetto. Okay. That's that's true. I certainly don't have a place that's worth taking a picture of every 5 minutes. Oh, why is this oh, because this enemy has high resistance. There. Okay, these guys are starting to get tanky. These guys are level 103. Alright, so this looks like enemies that would be on floor 12, chamber 2. But these ones feel tankier actually than the ones in Abyss. Because like level 103 enemies in Abyss, I would have just like 1 or 1.5 cycled these ones. Also, wasn't there supposed to be a timer? I'm sorry. Oh, there is a timer. Sorry, I don't get it. Huh? So there's a timer, right? And like once that timer's up, they still let you, like I wasn't paying attention to the timer. I don't get it. So once the timer's up, like that's it. You can't go to the next floor anymore. But they still let you finish the fight? Oops. Is that how it works? Okay, 20. Okay, so I still see the timer. Okay, I see it. Uh-oh, I don't have my skills. Okay. Oh, skill is not off cooldown yet. Okay, there. Okay, okay, there's the timer. I see it. There, okay. I still see it. Okay, so I'm not gonna make the timer. So earlier, I did when I... Okay, timer is about to end. Timer's gone. Okay. Okay, so the timer just goes away. But they still let you finish the fight. I see. Okay, I get it. Apparently that's how it works. Okay, okay. I get it. I get it now. Try again. Okay, can I at least... So when I click try again, can I... Okay, I really thought I could have... Okay, there. Select stage. I guess I could pick a team here. Man, honestly, I don't think I have a better team than that. At least not on this account. Yeah, not on this account. I guess that's the best this account can do. How do I... Single player challenge. Man, I feel like I could do that. No. Yeah, I probably needed like a solid 10 more seconds. Which is... I wouldn't be able to save just with a good run. High DPS team. So this is this isn't... I don't think this is my highest DPS team. I feel like that might... Who is actually my highest DPS team? I actually don't know. So this is one of them. Rational? No. More like an AoE team. Hyperbloom? Oh, you know what? Never mind. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna reach floor 12 because they said complete floor 12 to get the boon of friendship. Well, what about clear floor 12? Oh, it just says clear floor 12. I don't have to like beat floor 12 20 within the time limit. Okay, I'll probably give it one more try. I gotta think of a better team. What is actually my highest DPS team? Would that be my Hutao team? Or, oh, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna try this one. Gonna need you to have more ER. What? Wait. What? I don't have Skyward on this account? How do I get more ER to my Bennett here? I guess that'll be fine. Yeah, sure. Nice crit rate you got there. It's, yeah. Thanks, man. This event is like clearing one half of this within 30 seconds. You know, that is actually, like, there is actually something satisfying about that. Is because you don't have to wait. You don't have to try hard for so long before you realize that you fail. right? Like it's like in Abyss, you get like 3 minutes before you realize that you're gonna fail. Here, you just have 30 seconds, and then you know that you're gonna fail. No Chlorine. No, my Chlorine is not very strong. Because I barely farmed the... Uh-oh. Okay, now we're good. Oh, I was going to right click there. But he beat me to it. Honestly, I do not feel like that went faster than my than Nivelet. Every time I just this like with the Ruin Guard, every time Bennett always gets hit. Yeah, no. This is certainly not clearing faster than Nivelet. It barely cleared floor 17. Oh, that was a mistake. I didn't hold. Oh yeah, okay. No. There's no way this team's gonna beat this because like these guys are just gonna keep getting juggled, and I'm gonna have to chase them down every single time. Cause like look at this, I just overloaded them a little bit, and they're like 50 feet apart already. Yeah. No. All right. Okay. Last try. The Hutao team. Is she not built at all? No, she's built. She's built. But I just know that she's far from my best builds on this account. I could try Hyper Bloom. Yeah, I think I'll try Hyper Bloom. I need to put Fischl's stuff back though. Oops. Because on this account, Nahida is C2. So I think that's something. Whereas dash is very convenient. Yeah, but then like if she's not doing good damage, so like... Because oh, that was a mistake. Should have held there. Come on, before this house expires. Oh no, I don't have enough energy on Yelan. And Yelan not having energy there really cost me. Okay, let's try that again. Let's try managing our energy better this time. You can get energy from the blue orb. Yeah, but then like I want to like if I'm gonna have trouble with it with energy now, and I use that now, what am I like? What's gonna happen on floor 19, right? Oh, what the? This pyro one hits really hard, but this cryo one is also really annoying. Oh, dude, gonna have to do a whole new rotation here? No way, this is gonna make it. Nope, nope. Yeah. Watching RJ butchering my fave team. Hyper Bloom? I had no idea, man. Okay. I'll try... Yeah, okay. I'll try a Hutao team. Like my glass cannon Hutao team. Last thing I could think of. Except I use Furina. Really? Why Furina? Yeah, this thing really has very high resistance. Oh, Hutao's skill cooldown is gonna be an issue here. Oh, that was a mistake. That was I did not burst. Can you please target this one? Thank you. I'm trying to target this one. Okay, there. Oh, okay. I really messed that one up, huh? Let's try that one more time. Told you about this last time, Cookie, Yelon, Furina. Whoever I built. This archetype is very satisfying for mobility, and you can slot whatever DPS in there for reactions. That's actually before. It's actually one of my favorite DPS teams as well. I just don't use it as much nowadays because, well, a lot of the Natlan enemies just, I don't know. It just feels really unsatisfying to play Hyper Bloom against a lot of the Natlan enemies. You know, I could have just gone straight into Hutao there. Okay, let's try that one more time. Instead of having swapping to Xingqiu to burst there. Oh, hit me. Hit me, lower my HP. No, you didn't. So that I can get Hutao the pyro damage bonus. Where the heck is my energy? I think they made this a bit the event a bit too hard. Well, question: what does too hard actually mean? Right? Like too hard for free to plays, or too hard for whales, or what? Oh, that's where my energy went because I didn't use Xingqiu's skill there. Oh, that's why I wasn't taking damage from this guy. Because I had a crystallized shield on. Where's my energy? Said the sleepy man. Okay, that was pretty good. Oh, yeah. Hutao is not very good against this kind of event. Because the skill cooldown has, like, if you just so happen to use the skill at the wrong time, then everything doesn't line up anymore. And it is awful. It is so bad. Like, right now, actually, this is a really awkward rotation. Yeah, and then like by the time that this rotation ends, I'm gonna need another rotation to kill these guys. But I'm not gonna have enough time to do another rotation. Like 6 seconds. Yeah. No. I guess this account isn't good enough for floor 20 on this event. I think it should be like the F2P should be able to get the full rewards, and there should be higher level enemies for the whales. That's what they're doing. Right? Like a really an F2P with a really strong account, and you know, somebody who's who's better than me will be able to get the max rewards. Will be able to get to floor 20. Just because I wasn't able to get to it doesn't mean that F2Ps won't be able to get to it. That's what floor 21 to 24 are for. They're the quote-unquote higher level enemies for the whales that you mentioned. I have yet to do weeklies and dailies on the third account. Way too hard for F2P. I mean, that's the point though, is like not everyone, right? Because like, okay, no offense to you, Ollie. Your AR, what, 57, 58, right? And that's by far, right? Like by far not a new player, right? AR 57, 58. That's not a new player. But it's also not a player who has built so many different characters and team archetypes, like to like 99% of what an F2P is capable of. Right? You probably have somewhere around like. You probably have like 2, 3, or 4 teams at like 85 to 90% potential. And there are way more F2Ps out there that have worked so much harder and worked so much harder for so much longer. That have gotten a lot of their teams and characters to like 95 to 98% F2P potential. Oh, come on. There's the other one. Did that scroll? Okay. All right. Man. I what does this mean, by the way? I have, for the last maybe 6 to 14 months, I have been really starting to feel like my artifact inventory getting full is annoying. That I don't want to have to upgrade artifacts anymore. Like, what does that mean? Like, does that mean that I'm getting tired of this game? Or like, does that just mean that like I'm only farming artifacts uh to be ready for a future character? Or like, is that what I'm doing? Is that what's happening? No offense, but you suck, RJ. What? Hey, don't you be putting words in my mouth, man. But that is actually funny. It's not what I said, but you know, I still think that's funny. Oh no, please go on. It's funny. Don't expect to get very far either. Again, as I quoted a while ago, I don't swing that way. Oh man, is this? I hate it when I get artifacts like this. Cause like if this gives me one more max crit damage roll, it's like usable. And if it gives me one more max ER roll, it's usable. But it gives me any like EM or attack here, then it's completely garbage. Okay, it's usable. Has RJ considered playing 5 accounts? Might be, might be a bit much. It's not about playing multiple accounts. It's I don't know. Like I just don't want to have to deal with artifacts anymore. Like it's because like artifacts. So my inventory being full on artifacts means I'm gonna have to start doing inventory management, right? And like that is one of the parts of not just Genshin, but like RPG games in general that I hate the most is artifact or sorry, is inventory management. I just hate it. Like I'm not benefiting at all from it. At least like not like I'm not progressing my account forward. But it takes up so much time. And it's not like every single action that I do while managing my inventory pushes me forward to a better a more well managed inventory. I I could be going the complete opposite direction. I could be making it worse because I might not be quote unquote managing it well. So yeah, that's the part that I hate about a lot of games in general is inventory management. Don't you ever strongbox? I do, but strongbox is I also feel like strongboxing like when I strongbox, I still feel like I'm managing inventory. Cause okay, when I strongbox, there's a high likelihood of me getting some artifacts that have potential. But most of the time, by the time that I strongbox, I don't have a lot of artifact XP remaining. Like I don't have a lot of artifact fodder remaining. That the ones that have potential, I can't even level them up yet, and I'm gonna have to wait a bit. So like it's like it's satisfying because like okay cool, I have an artifact that has potential, but then like a couple of weeks down the line when I finally do have the artifact fodder to level them up, it just turns out to be complete garbage, and like that hype that I felt like 2 weeks ago is just completely nullified by this artifact that had potential turning into complete garbage. When you said play something else for a while, Mr. J, earlier, um, yeah, like that is why I play StarCraft Brood War, because even though I literally play the same exact like what's like game save every single time just against bots, and like that, which means everyone including myself, everyone's like placement on the map, where they start from, their starting point is the same every single game. No two games I've ever played have ever felt the same, even though I do like the routine that I do, like the builds that I do are exactly the same every game. It feels like every game is new, and that like StarCraft Brood War for me is like a way, like what I play when I get tired of, well, Genshin and uh what else do I play? Like I also play this other game, like the thing that I have mentioned multiple times before on stream. This game that like seems to be a private server of a really old like turn-based game that I used to play called Gunbound, and this private server is called Dragonbound. And because it's browser based, I just play against myself. I don't have to I don't have to wait. I don't have to quote unquote play a turn-based game because all the turns are mine because I'm just playing against myself. And I love it. Like it's mostly I play it for nostalgia, and I don't know. I just feel like there just isn't any game out there that is the same as Gunbound. Like it's I don't know. It's so unique to me. It is so unique and it's so new and fresh. Like no matter how long I play it, it's just not the kind of game that I can play for like hours and hours on end. Not like Genshin, for example, because like Genshin, I could play it for like hours and hours, but only if I still have stuff to do. But once I run out of stuff to do, like I've done all my quests, all exploration, all my dailies, resin and stuff. Like okay, even if I still wanted to play, I still wouldn't be able to play just because there's just nothing more to do. Um, but even though, wow, wow, okay. Feel like that could have been 45 plus CV artifact, but you know, I'll take it. I'll take it. Wow. Okay. Wow. We went down to 1600 fast. Let's see if we can get a crit rate in here. Nah. Well, okay. One more. One more. Oh no 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 no. No more artifact fodder. You've shown it on stream. I have actually. I have shown it on stream once. I don't know. Like I've never played it on stream again since then because um since then I realized that it takes up way too much of my attention because it's a turn-based game and there are 8 like there are 8 players, which are all me, and like because it's a turn-based game, but all the turns are mine. I have no time to look at chat, and it's not like for somebody like me, for somebody as slow as me. It's not a game that I can play on stream and still pay attention to chat and like read as many messages as I do usually on stream. You yourself will always be the worst enemy you can encounter. You yourself lie in wait for yourself in caves and forests. Well, that's a quote, isn't it, Ali? Because you know you put quotation marks on it. False. I only lie in your mouth. All right. Anyway, try something actually new for once. Ah man, that's hard. It's hard for me. I'm just way too picky with games. Like okay, here's an example. I actually did try out something new recently. For the last maybe month or so, I have been thinking of trying out this game called Snow. What is it called? Snow Runner. There you go. Because I don't know, like it's when I saw a clip of it for the first time, I couldn't help but feel like it's the kind of game that would tickle like my inner kid, my inner young boy. And like like for the last like 3 to 4 weeks, I've been seeing clips of it. And every time I see clips of it, I can't help but think that looks like something I would have played when I was 9, when I was 10 or 12. And it looked fun. And I finally decided to pull the trigger on it about a week ago. Played it, and it wasn't as fun as I thought it would be. I did put a few more hours, like about another. Well, I haven't played it much. Like I've really only played like 2 or 3 hours of it so far. It's okay. It just wasn't as fun. It just isn't as fun as I thought it would be. Heroes of Might and Magic 3. It's a way too good turn-based strategy. You can disable the timer and mess around as long as you need. RJ, please never talk about ticking. Ticking? I think you mean tickling. Okay, I feel like I might have said that the wrong way. Did I say tickling the inner young boy in me? Did I say that? Did I say it like that? Oh man, that was a mistake. I should not have started there. Stupid bosses. Their colliders are so stupidly designed. They're like... I don't even have a problem with just Hutao. With this boss. I have a problem with this boss with Arlecchino. Arlecchino, Hutao, like, and on Hutao, it kind of makes sense because I do a charged attack and I dash forward. But on Arlecchino, I'm just doing normal attacks and like, apparently that's enough moment, like it's enough forward momentum that when I do my first or second normal attack against the whale boss at the right angle, I've legit, like I've went up like 300 feet into the air before. by just doing like Arlecchino's first one or two normal attacks and hitting and attacking this narwhal at the right angle. Go to sleep. You can't even read right. Hey, that's, part of the entertainment, isn't it? 300 feet is a bit much. Well, remember, feet, like 1 meter is 3 feet. Well, approximately 3 feet. Oops. So 300 feet is not very, it's high, but it's not that high. It's not like 300 meters high. Hey, what's up, Ivy? Man, I could only do until floor 23 in the event. Oh wow, dude, you did way better than me then. At least you got max rewards. I don't even care about doing going all the way to the max, the highest floor. All I care about is getting max rewards. And I couldn't even do that. I hate that the boss is a narwhal and not just a whale. Now I get that stupid song in my head every time. Narwhal. Sorry, what is this song? What's the thing that I hate about it? Like another thing that I hate about it is like, do narwhals even make that sound? Do narwhals go "Ooh," like a whale? Also, how am I meant to take this boss seriously with the song repeating in your head? You're not supposed to take it seriously. Like they didn't even seem to take designing just the boss's collider seriously. They made the collider stupid, and like making a collider is like it probably takes like 10 minutes to make the first draft of a collider. Like unless if you want to make it like extra detailed, because so what a collider is, it's another 3D. It's another 3D asset, but it's completely invisible, and from the name of it, it's a collider. So it's really only meant for collision, right? Because a 3D model itself, like the one that you see visually, it doesn't actually have any mass to it. It's like it doesn't exist. It's just it's I don't know how to put it. It's genjutsu or whatever you want to put it. Like in 3D space, like when you don't have a collider with your 3D model, even if it's fully textured as complete, everything will still pass completely right through it without a collider. So the collider doesn't even, because it's completely invisible, doesn't even have to be exactly the same shape as your character model. Just be roughly a similar shape to whatever 3D asset you want to put a collider on. Hey, what's up? Oh, that's just you, Ali. What's up, man? Why'd you switch accounts? It's pi 3.28. That's not pi. Why did you ask Mr. J about pie? I'm sure he'll give you a great answer. Oops, no, 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 no.
星とし無事今日
You know what? I might as well do it today. Okay, hang on. Let me first remove this stream from certain playlists that I didn't do today. Events. Daily. I guess that's fine. You know, I probably won't do this twice in a stream. That'd be boring. Okay, one thing interesting that I still need to do is do Abyss on my Asia account. I think it's interesting, like doing Abyss on my Asia account. I think it's interesting because my Asia account is barely built, so it gives me a taste of what being a new player was like way back then. So a bit of nostalgia, but at the same time a little bit of that thrill from playing on an account that isn't very well built just yet and like needing to try hard. But at the same time, because I don't care much about this account, I don't care if I get full stars or like if I get as far as I can. I'll just quit when I don't want to play anymore. uh, Mr. J, it you don't sound like you don't sound like you're doing too well over there, man. I don't actually know that song. What is that song about? Where is it from? I hope this song doesn't stay in my head while I go to bed. That's actually pretty cool. It rhymes. You know, this is one thing, like, I really hate that I actually enjoy swapping on my Asia account more than I do on my actual account. Because, like, the 64 ping versus 200 ping. Ah, man, I wish I could just switch my accounts, like, my actual accounts over to Asia. Rhyme was not intended, but I'll take the credit. Just drowning out with Amazing Horse. That sounds familiar. Is that something you've showed me before, Mr. J? Mr. Weeble's best song. Can't type much right now. What is it called? Oh, this guy. Okay. Hang on. Oh no, this isn't. Is that what you showed me before? I don't know if that was it, but I just thought it looked familiar. Sorry, I don't know what that is. Like, I saw it, and like Mr. Weeble. Yeah, I saw that it was Mr. Weeble, but I never seen the thing. I'm not familiar with it at all. Waking up every day at 7 is finally getting to me. Oh, dude, wait till you're 30 and try waking up at 7 when you're 30. Then tell me that again. Tell me that waking up at 7 has gotten to you. Oh, I forgot to do this. I wake up at 7, but now I'm in college. It's college is over. It's getting harder. Stay up till 7, sleep after school. Stay up till 7. What?
久々の獲物だ。鷹よ、砂塵を起こせ。裁きの怒り、最後の警告だ。 逃げられると思うな。やっこのとやっさらばだ。
風の赴くままに。
という
仮騒ぐ大松となるがいい。しっかり構えとけ。
しないよ。
構えたぜ。
バンバンバン。
食いしばっとけ。棟梁張れろ。
一切仕掛けなし。
風よ。
College is over. I wake up at 7 and self-study. Exams are like in 2 months, so I'm trying to make a routine. Trying being the keyword. So why do you still need to wake up at 7?
みんながそばにいてくれるわ。
逃げ道は動くな。
I think I missed. I think I missed that skill.
とさやと
権限くらえ。全力攻撃だ。
裁きの雷。武器を捨てろ。やっとよ。
I'm pretty sure I won't be able to do this side. I mean, I could still try. I could still try. What C is that rating? Constellation? Dude, look at her. She's not even, like, she's level 40. She's 0, of course. Remember, this is my Asia account, right? An account that I never, ever log into. That is a Raiden Shogun, yes. She's level 40 because stupid Hoyo decided to make it so that the Thundering Manifestation, you can't access that boss without doing a big, long world quest in Inazuma. Excuse me for being blind. Were you wondering? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what you would have been curious at, because, like... Oh, I forgot this is not... Oh, no, I forgot. This Yelan is not gonna do any damage.
権限。
Stop targeting God. Okay. That almost got me. That almost got me to finish that sentence.
みんなは俺が守れ
Okay, just die, thank you. Oh, you know what? I could just leave the pyro slimes alone for now. And I'll just deal with them later. I'll just kill everything else first. Okay. Come on, fire up.
みんながそばにいてくれればキッキャッ終わりでせいふふっふっとひゃっはうたやかかれはっふっひゃっみんなは俺が守れくら捕まえたどの目が出るか揺らぬこてやっふん痛がっていないひゃっふっはっはっ
Darn it.
全距離確認
Okay, that's not gonna work. Physical, okay, who can deal good physical damage? Okay, I guess that's the best I'm gonna get.
捕まえた
There we go. What?
6308式ユニットみんながそばにいてくれるわギャッとはっかかれ終わりでせたよっふっ捕まえた
Oh god, there's another one. Okay.
吸引テスト開始6308式ユニット全力攻撃だくら痛がっちゃいない糸よ工作せよせっふっはっひょっへっふん捕まえたはっやっ
600% swirl damage coming in clutch. Yeah, I mean, like, it really would have been coming in clutch if that sucrose actually had, was actually built. That sucrose has like just 4 VV, like plus 0, I think, all pieces. Again, Asia account, like unbuilt Asia account. Oh, come on. I keep forgetting that I don't have I don't have C1 on this rivulet. It's so hard to keep in mind. Should I even bother with C0 Raiden? I think it's okay. My third account Raiden Shogun has been C0 for this whole time. And she's okay. But once you do start using, like once you use like C2 or higher Raiden Shogun for the first time, you will start to feel like you don't want to use your C0 Raiden Shogun anymore.
続きといこう。はっとはっや貫こ
くらえ全力攻撃だ。
うとやささとふっはっや逆
安全距離確認。キッズメガネよ。糸よ到達せよ。
やっとはっさふっふっさふっふっさはっ
安全距離。
燃えろ。
やっと
Turn on a one-handed keyboard if you're on mobile. What the heck is a one-handed keyboard? Oh, that's like the thing where it makes your keyboard smaller and puts it off a little bit to the side, right?
褒美を垂れろ。大松となるがいい。騒ぐ。
やっ
ガジャーン。世界の熱狂の渦に。
Uh-oh.
褒美を垂れろ。高き私は下げず。騒ぐ。
Oh god, there goes Furina. Yep, no, she's somehow still alive.
私は帰ってきた。静粛に。
はっせいふっはっ
歌え。僕の名のもとにこう広め。
騒ぐ。
This team does not do very well against the Electro Fatui Skirmisher, I believe is what these guys are called. Come on. Thank God. Okay. My old phone had one-hand keyboard. It's probably in keyboard settings. Even worse. If your phone, if you're on an Android phone, then if your phone's keyboard or default keyboard app is a
みんながそばにいてくれれば。
uh-oh. Oh God. Well, yep. There she goes. Wait. This is floor 11, right? Okay, for some reason, I was thinking this was still floor 10. And I was like fully 100% gonna accept that, okay, I'm not even gonna do floor 11. I just completely forgot. This is already floor 11. Nice. If your phone's like, default keyboard app is...
6308ユニットまだ調整
Oh,
する
come on.
必要
The Google keyboard, like I believe it's called Gboard. And it should have one-hand mode. Oh god, oh god. What are you doing, Mr. J? You seem so exasperated by something.
6308かかれ糸よ到達せよ
ここより登る貫こう
安全距離確認
みんながそばに
痛がってみよ
続きと行こうふっはっ
冒険だ冒険全力攻撃だ
吸引テスト開始捕まえた終わりね撤収や
やっやっ貫こ
みんなは俺が守れ
安全距離かかれ糸よ到達せよ
うやっはっ凡庸だね
Oh god. Oh,
落ちる
okay.
キャッ
全力攻撃
吸引テストちょっと
Oh god. Okay, okay. At least we're on floor chamber 3 already. So it doesn't matter that much. Although I'm still halfway through chamber 3. Oh, well, there I go. So I say always use protection. Yeah, well, you can't afford protection if you're not doing enough damage in the first place even.
研究
みんなは俺が
安全距離かかれ糸よ到達せよ
やっ
Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna have to use burst here. That's annoying.
よし
痛がってみようどの目が出る
みんながそばにいてくれるわ
やっはっやっはっ貫こ
みんなは俺が
暖炉の火
No.
が消えた
I was trying to charge the attack, and I guess I didn't have enough stamina. Any TTS? What's a TTS, man? Are you talking about TTDS?
全力攻撃だ
吸引テスト開始
Rip. Get good.
みんながそばにいてくれるわ。
安全距離捕まえたリトル工作性
とはっやっはっ権限燃えろ。みんなは俺が
6308式ユニット7号式モジュールかかれやっ終わり
とやっはっとやっ却下よしみんながそばにいてくれるわ。
吸引テスト開始63捕まえたタセ
I can't do a charged attack, and then okay, Q. This, that, pretty good.
みんなは俺が
安全
Use
距離
this, use that.
どの目が出る
There we go. We're doing slightly better.
と
Oh god, I got hit and I got hit again. We're not doing as good anymore.
貫く燃えろ。全力攻撃
吸引テスト開始6308痛がっているはっリトル工作性
やっ悪くない。
Oh, I did not notice that one. STT? What's that?
俺が守れ。
安全距離確認キュ捕まえたどの目が出る
続きとい
Darn it. Okay. This Hydro one is really messing me up because, like, when it does its dash thing, I can see it coming,
権限みんながそばにいてくれるわ。
安全
but I'm not reacting to it.
痛がっているリトル工作
やっつばやっ子供たちの歌声が
Oh,
聞こえる。
okay. I think that might be it for me. I don't have the patience nor the time for this. But hey, it's just my Asia account, so I don't care. Yeah, I guess that's it. Nothing much else. Let me think. Have I not done something? There's something I have not done yet. Okay, I guess I'll go check. Oh, you know what? You know what? Never mind. I'll go check off stream. That's gonna be it for today. I don't really have anything else. Well, there's still one more thing, but that's gonna take like an hour, which I don't have tonight. I still gotta do Yumemizuki Mizuki's story quest on my first account. Yeah, first account. Yeah, I guess that's it. All right, bye. Go sleep, please. Yep, that's literally what I'm gonna do. Okay, well, anyway, I don't know if there's still other people lurking in the stream, other than you two hanging out. Really appreciate it, guys, hanging out for the whole stream. Anyway, for those of you who need help building your characters' accounts or making a decision on which banners to pull for, feel free to join our Discord server. Links are in the description of all my videos, VODs, and streams, and in the pinned message in YouTube chat. If you want my personal opinion, you can ping me over there. My name is Elvis Einstein. Of course, you can ask for other people's opinions too. Thank you guys so much for coming by, hanging out, and being awesome people. Have a good afternoon, good evening, and take care, everybody. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Thank you. Thank you.